Good evening, friends. This is Rajesh Gupta. Happy to be back again with another video. I want to thank each of you to have liked my previous video on revenue management and for some lovely, great feedbacks from Revenue Champions Pan India. I wanted to share in this video another aspect of my experience since I've been part of a few pre-opening hotels and been part of a few turnaround of the properties. To be able to turn around a property, one needs to have access to various critical reports. And over the period of time, a management may have their own choice of reports through which they assess if the hotel assets is moving in the right direction. Some may have big four, big five, big six, big seven. I had my own big four through which I used to have the overall view of the property as to how the whole asset was moving. My big four was one, profit and loss statement, a balance sheet, cash flow statement, and capital expenditure. Why the big four? What is this big four? Why is it important? Why should you know about it? Before I go into a little bit more in detail, would like to start with an ancient story, a very relevant one. Six blind men and the elephant. The curious six blind men start touching the elephant. One said, "It's a fan," while he touched elephant's ear. The second said, "It's a spear," while he touched elephant's tusk. The third said, "It's a wall," while he touched the body. The fourth said, "It's a rope," while he touched elephant's tail. Fifth said, "It's a snake," while he touched the trunk. Sixth blind man said, "It's a tree," while he felt elephant's leg. A passing saint saw the whole episode and went up to these blind men and informed that it's an elephant that one cannot see each part in isolation. What do you think is the connection and how does the moral applies to Big Four? Our story has four lead characters and we need to see all four together and not in isolation, and this is called big picture overview. The first character, profit and loss statement, also called performance statement. It answers the following: earning and revenue for the period, employees' salaries and wages, performance over last year, profitability. It shows only part of the big picture. It cannot answer what was the borrowing of your hotel or how much assets does your hotel own, etc. Since we notice a big limitation, we also need another statement, a different financial statement, which is the second character called balance sheet, which shows the financial position of your hotel. It answers the following: what did all your coffee machine cost? How much do you owe to your main supplier? What capital contribution did your owner make? How much cash you have in the bank, etc. Balance sheet answers questions related to assets and liabilities and capital in general. It cannot answer questions such as how much did your cash balance change between last and this month? How much cash flows does the hotel need in future months, etc. In spite of being such powerful statements, they still have limitations. And that's the reason why I had my big four. The third character is cash flow statement, also known as cash movement statement, where you monitor inflow, outflow, and the net flow of cash. How much the cash balance changed between last month and this month? Whether the cash inflow came from revenues or was cash outflow was due to labor cost. Cash flow statement too has huge shortcomings. It cannot answer questions such as how much is your approved budget for buying kitchen equipment? How old is your laundry equipment? Does it need to be replaced? And that's the reason why we need the fourth character, which is the capital expenditure statement, also known as fixed asset statement. It answers questions like how long will your flat work iron last? Do you need to renovate your guest room interiors? Are you planning to upgrade your kitchen equipment? If treated in isolation, not as part of Big Four, then this also has huge shortcomings as this is only related to fixed assets. It cannot answer questions such as, is your inventory of F&B adequate? Do you know how much you owe to your equipment supplier? What is the lesson we derive from these four characters? To have a holistic picture, the entire four characters need to be looked together and not in isolation. Ensures full picture that helps you in your decision making and also ensuring that strategies thereafter are sound and powerful. This is called big picture overview. Hope you liked this big four and come back with your own big four, big five, big six as a feedback. Would love to know them. In the meantime, have a nice evening. God bless you all.